In this video, I'm going to show you 3 really good locations for shooting sunrises and sunsets when you're in Toronto. Actually, they're great locations for shooting any time of day. I'm also going to share with you a tip for shooting the ultimate sunset shots when you're shooting city skylines. It's not actually 3 locations, it's 4. 4 doesn't sound very good, it's like 3 or 5. Nobody says 4, so it's 3 plus a bonus location. Yeah, that's it. All of these locations I'm taking you to show off the Toronto skyline really well. And of course, feature the iconic CN Tower. If sunsets and sunrises are your thing, these are great spots. And if you're a blogger or an Instagrammer, great places for selfies. First, we're going to the place where all the classic shots are taken, the shots that you see in all the tourist guides, the Toronto Islands. And to get there, we need to go on the ferry. I'm at the ferry terminal and it's very conveniently located about a kilometre from downtown. It's about a 10-minute walk, didn't take long to get here. Now, there are 3 ferries. The island is spread out and you can go to Ward's Island, Hanlon's Point or Centre Island. I've chosen Centre Island today because, well, it's centred. Let's go. In the summer months, the ferries run every 15 to 30 minutes, depending on the time of day. The trick is not to miss the last one back to the city, otherwise you'll be spending the night on a park bench with the geese. Well, I made it to Centre Island with about 10 minutes to spare before sunset, but I'm not here for sunset. Really, I came here for the blue hour, about 20-30 minutes after the sun sets, when the sky is still dark blue and all the lights in the buildings illuminate, and that's when things start to look good. Well, the light faded fast. It wasn't the greatest of sunsets, but I think I got something that I like, something that we can use. Yeah, they were okay, right? Nothing special. But here's something to consider. The most dramatic color is usually when the sun is about to set, maybe 5 or 10 minutes before. And with a city skyline, the buildings, the lights in the buildings don't actually come on until maybe 10 minutes or so after the sun sets. So best skies before sunset, the best building sort of lighting conditions are after sunset. So the answer is to take 2 shots. I took this shot, and then I took this one. Great sky in one, great buildings in the other. So the answer is just to take the best of both worlds, blend them together in layers in Photoshop, and voila. This is definitely my favorite image.
Lightning strikes by my window, hits my chest right in the morning, like a warning. Could have slept here for days.
Now I'm at Cherry Beach, and it's on the eastern side of Toronto, an industrial area, but there's a fairly decent sized beach, picnic area, trails, and a dog park. And you actually have to come through the dog park to get to this location right on the edge by the rocks, which gives you a pretty decent view of downtown. Again, great for sunset and sunrise. To get to Cherry Beach, it's probably about 2 or 3 kilometer walk. In the summer there are buses running, but I don't think after September they run. You want to just check on that, get an Uber. I'd walk, get the exercise. It's about 6:20 and the sun didn't come up. Terrible conditions for photography, but you get an idea of what the view's like. I did actually shoot some sunset footage a few days back, so I'll show you that now.
We were close to see the sun, but clouds got in our way, and
I'm on the west side of Toronto on the Humber Bay Bridge, and it's about 7 kilometers west of the city. Now I'm here at sunrise, it's the summer, sun comes up pretty early, so the good thing about that is you've got the place to yourself. It's right on the lake, and there are a whole bunch of lookout points here, including the bridge itself. I shot some stuff earlier from the bridge. Didn't shoot here, maybe have to come back here. The bridge is just over here. Great for sunset and sunrise. I was here at 5:30 this morning. It was still dark. The buildings and the skyline there were illuminated, and I got some great shots. And the thing about it is there was nobody around. As soon as the sun comes up, all the joggers and cyclists come out. For sunset, it's going to be packed. This route is absolute jam-packed in the summer. Not a bad thing if you don't mind crowds. What's nice about Lake Ontario is that there is a really good cycle path that runs all the way from Toronto to here and beyond. And they've got a thing called bike share in the GTA, and there's all these stations around where you can actually rent a bike by the half hour or get a 1 day or 3 day pass. I think a 3 day pass is about $15. So if you're staying in Toronto and you don't have transportation, that's a really good way to come to places like this, to get those classic skyline shots. If you jump on the subway and get off at Broadview, walk south on Broadview for about a quarter of a kilometre, you'll come to Riverdale Park. And this place, I've got to tell you, it has a magnificent view of the skyline. The sun's been up a couple of hours now, it's very hazy, not good photography conditions really. The best time to come is in the evening at sunset. It's absolutely stunning, and here's a couple of shots I took the other night.